Hello, I'm Jerry Fort, the beer review guy. Gonna do a Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, Handcrafted Ale. This is a 5.6% ABV. It's 9, 10, 11, 12. It's like 5 months past its best by date. But it doesn't mean it's going to be bad. I've had plenty that were past the date and they were still really good. So this one here says I have never done this one. I thought these might be revisits because this looked kind of familiar, but I put on my notes here that I've not done. So this was part of a pick 6 that I picked from liquor store a few weeks back. So yeah, it says the pale ale in your hands sparked the American craft beer revolution. Bold and complex with pine and citrus notes from whole cone hops, this pale ale was first brewed in 1980 and introduced a generation to the glory of hops. Our pale ale is still a classic in Sierra Nevada Brewing Company. Let me read that again. Our pale ale is still a classic, and Sierra Nevada Brewing Company is still 100% family owned, operated, and argued over. Okay. So this one here's been around for a long time. Now, from my experience with pale ales is that they are usually similar to IPAs. They're just a little bit more mellow. Smells good. Formed a pretty good size head on there. It's not going down too quickly, so we'll just go with what we got. We've got a 3-finger head, got a kind of a light vanilla, kind of light khaki color to it. Got some real fine bubbles around the sides, and then some of the little bit larger in the middle where I poured it a little bit aggressive. Try to get that head to come up because it was like not really, didn't seem like it was taking off at first, but it caught up eventually. Color's a deep gold, almost the color of some tea. Deep brownish, goldish. Okay. Nice aroma. Sweet, citrusy, hoppy. Smells good. Smells like a nice little pale ale there. Mellow, not real bitter, you know, on the aroma. Little barley malts. Okay, let's see if we can get past this head and get a drink. Pretty good. Pretty good. sweet. Got some barley malts in there, just a little bit of a bitterness on the aftertaste. Hops, light to medium carbonation. Medium body. It's a nice example of a pale ale. It's got, you know, similar characteristics as the IPA. Yeah, there on the aftertaste, you get that little hoppy bitterness going on. This is really good. Yeah, let's see. It aged well. That ABV and this style of beer, not usually ones that I've heard of, you know, that you can age like that. But I've had some that I've reviewed that were past the date, and they showed, you could tell, in other words. So, excuse me. So there you go. I don't know how I missed this one when I was first starting out in 2016. I mean, I was grabbing all the ones that were this kind, you know, craft beer types, all the IPAs, pale ales, any of those I could get a hold of to review. This was one of the basic ones back then. Somehow I just overlooked it. But yeah, let me know who all has checked this out, what they thought of it. I guess this is pretty much considered a classic. 1980, is that what it said? Yeah, introduced in 1980, first brewed in 1980. It always kind of baffles me because, I mean, 1980? I can't remember what, I was probably either living in Colorado or South Carolina. I was still pretty young, but I was drinking beer. But I never, well, I guess I was too young to go into liquor stores, right? So I didn't see any craft beers anywhere. I always saw what my family would get, you know, just regular Budweiser, Coors, just stuff like that. So I wasn't in these liquor stores to see craft beers. And none of them ever bought this kind of stuff back then. This is not what they were wanting. So I'd never even heard of this kind of stuff. And then in 2016, I'm still buying like St. Pauli Girl and Moosehead and those kinds of beers. So those were my go-to beers. I never even looked around. I just went in and got those and left. So I never saw this stuff on the shelf. It's really weird, isn't it? But yeah. So there you go. Well, I'm going to end it there. I thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it. And we'll see you on, the next one. Bye.